Welcome, friends, to the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo. This week on Stockshow Confidential, we're going to introduce you to the Shower family. Now, they just won the Grand Champion steer here. And then you're going to meet a real pioneer in our industry, Mr. Dick Wallrath. And then last, you're going to hear from country music legend and superstar Mr. Randy Owen. He's a Hereford breeder, and he's going to tell you why this industry is so important. Well, folks, now let's head inside the water arena to find out what's going on the Grand Champion Steer Drive.
And our European Bronze Champion, entry number 2218, shown by Quattro R. Showell, an FFA member from Leeville. So now, ladies and gentlemen, our judge will select our Grand Champion and Reserve. Our Grand Champion banner will be presented by Mr. Brad Barnes, who is the President and General Manager of the Fort Worth Stock Show. So our judge, Mr. Kevin Jensen of Cortland, Kansas, is now selecting our Grand Champion.
I'm Kevin Jensen. I'm from Cortland, Kansas. We're from a family farm up there in north central Kansas. I'm married to my wife, Sheila. We have 3 kids, Brady, Brooke, and Ben. I started just like these kids did here today in Fort Worth as a 4-H project showing Hereford heifers and Hereford steers, and then that eventuated onto college, and then actually started from those cattle. We started breeding Hereford cattle, and that's where we are today. We raised Hereford and Pole Hereford cattle in north central Kansas. Our website is jensenbrothers.net, and if you go there you can see our operation and how we produce our cattle. I started showing cattle down here in 1983, open class Hereford and Pole Hereford cattle. So I've shown here every year until this year, every year. And I've judged numerous shows all over the country and a few foreign countries. And about a year and a half ago, they asked me to judge the Fort Worth Steer Show. And being a Hereford breeder, I was enthused. I've judged quite a few steer shows, but this one's the Super Bowl. This is one everybody would like to do. If you're going to do well in a steer show, they need to be market ready. They need to have muscle, because that's what we're producing. We're producing beef. They need to be with the right condition. We'd like them to grade choice, prime, but preferably choice. And we would like them to have conformation along with that. And I think that's what makes it different when you're judging these livestock shows. We could just have a carcass show, which would be simple, but then we tie conformation, how they're made, how they've been handled, how the young person's fed them and cared for them, and then you tie all that together and you have a steer show. Of course, it's the only show in Texas where they still show them with hair, so that kind of makes it separate, makes it different. And then I don't know where you'd go to find this many steers in any show with this kind of quality. Most fairs and shows are not near this size, although very competitive, not this big.
Well, first of all, let me ask all of you to join hands and thank everybody connected with the Stock Show.
I always like the young people to act calm, and sometimes obviously you can if things don't work right, but I think by handling your calf in a calm manner, it helps the calf, especially if they are a little, and sometimes you can't help when they're not acting right, but I always like to show the calf not be the one that's sticking out. You're showing the calf, so the calf's the one that needs to look the best, and you need to get it done in a polite manner, mannerly way.
I'll quickly talk the steers and then we'll get on, but the Champion Angus is a really good one. He's stout, he's white-based, he has a lot of quality to him. I like the look that he has. He looks like a show steer, he has a lot of muscle. I thought he kind of stood out in that group for the strength that he had, and I think the show lady's done a very nice job of showing him. The Horned Hereford steer that won the second division, really good. I like his kind an awful lot, and the reserve is very, very good as well. Our yellow crossbred we just talked about, not much more you can say. Let's give him a round of applause. He's your champion.
The banner will be presented by Mr. Brad Barnes, the president and general manager of the Fort Worth Livestock Show. He'll also be receiving a buckle from the Tucker family of Round Rock, Texas, and the John Ed Keeter Memorial Award.
After the break, we're going to introduce you to the winner of the steer show, the Shower family. Stockshow Confidential is brought to you by the following sponsors: Sullivan Show Supply and Stockshow University, Sure Champ, Showmaster Feeds, StockshowConfidential.com, Rogers Ford, and Paragon Bed Covers.
Sullivan Show Supply was established with the vision of producing more than just your ordinary show supply products. Whether it's fitting supplies you're looking for or the latest equipment, everything you need to make it into the winner's circle is right here. Don't just take it from me, take it from them. Sullivan Show Supply will be here before and after the sale.
Doc, being part of the crew and being around all those cameras all the time, I still can't get enough Stockshow Confidential. What should I do?
This is an increasingly common problem among people your age and has only one cure. I'm prescribing multiple doses of Stockshow Confidential, and watch past episodes and sponsor commercials. Read bios and Terry and the rest of the crew. Find out where they're going to be filming next. Look for familiar faces in the photo gallery and find your next grand champion animal on Breeders' Corner.
Thanks, Doc. I feel better already.
Friends here at the Fort Worth Stock Show. Sitting next to me is the Shower family. I've got Fred and Beverly and Quattro. Now, Quattro just won the Grand Champion steer here at Fort Worth. Quattro, what's the first thing that went through your mind when that judge said you're the guy?
I couldn't believe it. I've been working at it for so long, I couldn't believe that it actually happened.
Well, this is your senior year, right? And so from here, you're going to go into a couple other livestock shows as well.
Yes, sir. San Antonio and Houston and San Angelo.
And then just came back from Denver as well. How'd you do up in Denver?
I was third in my class, and I won senior showmanship with my steer.
Well, tell me now, this steer that you brought here, where he came from, and tell me his name.
His name is Spider Monkey, and he came from a guy in Oklahoma named Travis Otterstadt.
Now, Spider Monkey, how did you come up with that name?
Oh, I don't know, just kind of stuck one day. Nothing particular.
Now, Fred, tell me, as you guys are sitting here with a big smile on your face, and whenever you go through that cell ring tomorrow, I'm sure the smiles are going to get a little bit bigger.
Yes, sir.
Whenever you guys started stock showing, and I know you've been doing this for a number of years, but tell me a little bit about what that's done for your family.
Well, my daughters were involved in sports, and we went to every game that we could and supported them, and there's nothing better than the quality time that we have spent and bonded with Quattro. They had no interest in doing stock shows, and they wanted to play sports. And when we leave to go to a show, we're all together, and while we're at the show, and then coming back, we're all together, and you know, we spend a lot of time together in the barn in the afternoons and mornings, and we just a good quality family time.
Well, you know, as this is his senior year, and whenever he enters that show ring for the last time, what is that going to feel like?
Oh, I don't know. It's gonna. I don't know. We're gonna really miss doing it all, but we're proud for what all we've been able to do so far, and I guess we're really going to miss it.
Now, Beverly, I told you wasn't going to have to talk, but I'm not going to let you all quiet that easy. Tell me, a while ago, whenever they announced your son as grand champion, what's the feeling like?
It's awesome. I just broke down and started crying. And it's wonderful.
Well, congratulations, you guys. We'll see you down the trail, and as we always say at Stockshow Confidential, here's hoping that we'll see you in the winner's circle. I'm sure that we're going to see you guys there again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you all. You know, nothing strikes fear into the heart of a stock show person more than a sick animal. After all, contagious disease can spread through these barns like wildfire. Fortunately, though, pneumonia is not a contagious disease. Now let's hear from Dr. Casey Tweeten King about this very serious illness.
Hey Doc, what is pneumonia?
Pneumonia is basically a respiratory problem, short and simple. Many different things can cause it, anything from viruses to bacteria, and basically, the biggest thing is it's a respiratory disease.
How do I know if my steer has it?
The biggest thing that you're going to notice probably first is they're going to go off feed. When they start going off feed, there's something wrong because those guys like to eat. The second thing is watch their breathing. They should have nice, deep breaths. If they don't have good respiration, if they have short, shallow breaths, it almost looks like they're panting like a dog would, that's a huge indication that you probably have a respiratory infection going on.
How can I prevent it?
When you're looking at preventing pneumonia, the biggest thing is looking at, again, overpopulation. You get a lot of animals in a small area, and if your neighbor has it, there's a really good chance that just through aerosol, just breathing in infected air, that animal can definitely get pneumonia.
I'm Dr. Dustin McElwee with Brock Vet Clinic in Lamesa, Texas. You've been watching Stockshow Confidential. If you have more interest in this topic or would like more information, look up www.stockshowconfidential.com.
Well, friends, when we come back, we're going to introduce you to country and western superstar and legend, Mr. Randy Owens from Alabama. And we're going to visit with him about his cattle operation at Tennessee River Music Ranch. Stay tuned. Raising and competing show animals takes more than good nutrition. It takes determination, dedication, and hard work, traits that are hallmarks to leaders. And that's why Showmaster is proud to feed the potential of the youth leaders through their educational programs, award programs, and support of the 4-H and FFA. Showmaster Feed continues to build the legacy of building champions through their innovative feed programs and nutritional research. Showmaster Feeds. Feed their potential.
Feed the bugs. When you feed your cows, a well-functioning rumen with a healthy population of good bacteria and fungi is the foundation of a profitable cow herd. So how do you unlock the potential of the rumen? With Amifirm. Amifirm is a natural feed additive that fortifies products like VitaFirm and SureChamp. Best of all, research shows it actually increases beneficial bug populations by 15%. VitaFirm, SureChamp, and Amifirm. This stuff is good.
Friends, I'm standing next to Randy Owen, country music star and legend in the music industry. But, when we get to a stock show, we know him more as a commercial cattle breeder. Randy, tell us how you got involved in the Hereford cattle business.
We've been very blessed. We've really, we put a lot of effort into it. My daughter has shown national champion horn female and pole female at the junior national, and we've had several successful shows like that. And as you know, the competition is just incredible. So we're very thankful, and our production sale is always the fourth Saturday, or the Saturday before Memorial Day.
I believe that's coming up on May 29th, and it's called the Dixieland Delight.
Dixieland Delight. Obviously, this is a special year for us. Last year we were very blessed with water, and a lot of our friends out here in Texas and Oklahoma, they were obviously very dry, but it seemed like every time we got to really needing water, we got a little rain last year, and so we had ample hay, and the cattle did really well. And just a few days ago, I had a chance to go out with our herdsman there, and of course, I'm on the farm every day when I'm home. I actually grew up, that's what I am, I'm a cowboy that just got lucky playing country music. So I grew up on the farm picking cotton and raising cattle and corn and pepper and hogs, goats.
Well, you know, this is such a neat way of life. The experiences that these young people get inside the show ring is just incredible.
Well, we sponsored the T-shirts for the Junior National for 15 or 16 years. I'm very proud of that. We've obviously in the state of Alabama, we're very involved with the juniors there. We have a lot of wrong directions in our policies as far as directed toward trying to make our country stronger because of the food supply. We don't train our young people to, I dare say, I don't even know what the percentage would be as far as kids that know how to grow a garden or know how to grow a calf or a pig or a goat or a chicken or whatever, you know, and it's disgusting that we don't spend more time. We're so caught up in things, to me, that, you know, we could have all the money in the world, but if we're hungry, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's true.
And the farmers and ranchers that's where the food comes from.
It's the lifeblood of the industry.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, thanks for joining us here on Stockshow Confidential. If you want more information, you can go on their website, check it out at Tennessee River Music Incorporated, or be sure and check out Dixieland Delight Sale. You'll not want to miss that sale that they do on May 29, 2012.
Mr. Richard Wallrath. Deep in the heart of God.
Tell you what, you're making lots of dreams come true.
There is a love.
Love isn't love till you give it away.
Deep in the heart.
When we return, we're going to meet the man behind the movie, Mr. Dick Wallrath. It's called Deep in the Heart. You're not going to want to miss it.
It's often said that great design takes something ordinary and turns it into something extraordinary. A Paragon truck bed cover is functional, tough, and visually appealing, all at the same time, and yet we haven't sacrificed a single detail in designing and making it.
You know, whenever we hit the trail to go to a major stock show, we trust everything that we own is protected by a Paragon bed cover.
Doc, being part of the crew and being around all those cameras all the time, I still can't get enough Stockshow Confidential. What should I do?
This is an increasingly common problem among people your age, and has only one cure. I'm prescribing multiple doses of Stockshow Confidential, and watch past episodes and sponsor commercials. Read bios on Terry and the rest of the crew. Find out where they're going to be filming next. Look for familiar faces in the photo gallery, then find your next grand champion animal on Breeder's Corner.
Thanks, Doc. I feel better already.
Leader or trouble. That's my middle name.
These broken bottles on.
I'm gonna whoop all of you.
Please. Dad, stop!
You're fired. Just get the hell out of my house. Well, it's just a rough patch is all.
Honey, I've seen rough patches. This is a catastrophe.
I'm Dick, and I'm an alcoholic. I want to see my kids. Come on, Betty. God wants us to forgive.
What do you know about God? What are you doing here, Dad?
You don't want to talk to your old man? There's things I want to say. I believe I will sell a lot of windows. I need some people around me I can trust. Figured I get a chance to get my boys back.
You offer me a job?
No, sir. I'm offering you a partnership. Man can move mountains.
Ain't you a slick talker?
Maybe I am, maybe not. But I know when I see something I like.
Johnny's getting married.
I thought we were past all that.
Well, maybe you're past all that, but unless you're fixing to ruin your daughter's wedding, I think you should go.
God has been listening to me.
He's forgiven you. That doesn't mean you don't suffer for the consequences of your actions.
I don't want it.
You've got faith in yourself.
Deep in the heart of every
I just want to say I am truly sorry.
is a saying.
Please help me welcome Mr. Richard Wallrath.
Deep in the heart of God.
Tell you what, you're making lots of dreams come true.
There is a love.
Love isn't love till you give it away.
Deep in the heart.
Well, folks, standing next to me is Mr. Dick Wallrath, and this guy has been so instrumental to youth throughout the country, and especially right here in Texas. Dick, tell me about the scholarship programs that you've instituted.
About 15 years ago, I started running the stock shows and using buying the champions to as my part of giving back to the community. And I spent through a period of about 10, 12 years, I spent over $5 million in Houston, San Antonio, and Austin, and that money was gone. And I decided that I would set up my own educational foundation, and we did and have 7 years ago. We've got, we give away 142 $10,000 scholarships every year, 71 4-H and 71 FFA. We have over 568 kids in school in Texas universities today. The purpose of doing this movie is to try to replenish this educational foundation fund, and hopefully we can make some money off of it and replenish this fund, and hopefully eventually maybe raise these scholarships to 15,000 instead of 10, and to endow them on from here on to perpetuity. We're real pleased with that, and we want to try to carry this thing on, and it's my goal in life before I catch the bus is to get these scholarships endowed.
You know, these are such well-rounded kids. They're not just show kids. They're also the academic All-Americans. They're the cheerleaders. They're involved in their churches. Academic All-Americans. They do everything so well.
Yeah.
Well, Dick, thank you for taking time to visit with us, friends. If you want more information about Dick Wallrath in the movie, you can always go to championranch.com. I know there will be some information there that will enlighten your heart a little bit. And again, God bless people like this. Without them, our stock show industry wouldn't be where it's at today. Thank you, Dick. Well, thanks for joining us on this week's edition of Stock Show Confidential. A very special congratulations to the Shire family on their grand champion win, and thanks to Mr. Dick Wallrath, the man behind the movie, and also Mr. Randy Owens from Alabama. Next week, we're going to take you out to Lubbock, Texas. We're going to talk with Texas Tech's livestock judging team, and then on from there to Louisville, Kentucky. Until next time, I'm Terry Jordan saying, here's hoping that we'll see you in the winner's circle. Be sure and check out StockshowConfidential.com. Now, if you have an interesting story, we'd like to hear about it. And also be sure and check out our Breeders' Corner. We have the top goat, pig, lamb, and steer breeders listed there. Check it out.